So we are back testing, and this is June. Got June, July, and we are currently in August. So got one more month to back test to see the results. This time I'm gonna try not miss trades. 75. There's 8. We're in London session. It's tested the highs at 940. Yeah, it's tested them. Breaker structure at 10, but no trade. No trade. It's looking like first week there's no trade in June. Okay. And let me just pause it and go to view your channel. Back testing May, back testing June. So these were my results in June. 19 trades, 4 wins, 15 losses, 100 minus 107. Okay. I just like to see what the results was before, and then at the end, be interesting to see what they are, type of thing. Okay, so in London session, breaker structure to the downside, big push up. Okay, still within time frame. That's less than, yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna end it here. 45, 65. One to three. 1 to 3. Take me in. Pushes up. Up a little bit. TP hits. Okay, first trade, first win. And that is Thursday. So Thursday, 3%. Okay. Okay, 7. Break structure to the upside again. Yeah, can kind of enter where it is. Right there. 29, so 49. Nice push up. Another win. So Friday, 3%. Oh, so currently at 6% so far, which is always nice to see. 6% on the first week. Hopefully we can maintain that type of thing. 5. 9:45. No break yet. 9:50. Tested the lows, broke 10. No trade for me. So we're in the second week of June and we're up 6%. Let's try and maintain, keep the profits, you know. Breaker structure at 9:15. Continuation. Break again. Can enter there. 28, so 48. 1 to 3. Like that. It's tagged us in. Broker structure to the downside. So we close minus 49 on Tuesday. Minus 0.49%. Oh, that's annoying. It went on to TP. So at 5.5% second week. 740. Just looking at no trade. What's the time? Yeah, no trade. It's 10. So yeah, no trade. Going on to Thursday. Is that a break? Nope. Looking at no trade again. So June there wasn't that many trades. Don't know how I got to 19 trades. It might be all the trades after 10. That might have been where the volume was coming from. You know, after 10 a.m. Type thing. Because before 10 a.m. I'm not seeing that many trades. 8:25. Okay. Break a structure. Break a structure. Continued. It's less than 20. It looks less than 20, but we'll check. Yeah, less than 20. Second. 45, 55, 65. On to 3. It's tested me in. Oh, stop loss straight away. Friday. Minus 1%. Okay. So I think first week 1-2 trade, second week didn't win a single trade. So we're at what, 2 wins, 2 losses, I think. 2 wins, 2 losses. Yeah, 2 wins, 2 losses so far. Not too bad. So we're at a 50% win rate this month so far. Hopefully that can stay. Break a structure that outside. Break a structure again. For 59, 69. breaker structures to the outside, so minus 0.44. I don't even know what day that is. Monday. Minus 0.44%. Profits are starting to get eaten. Profits are starting to get eaten. We started at minus 6% and now we're at minus, no, started at 6% and now we're at 4%, so we've lost 2% so far. Okay, we are halfway through the month. Okay, break a structure with this candle here. Break a structure again to the upside here. Basically enter of where it is now, 45, 55, 65. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Tag me in. Break structure to the downside. What was that? Minus 56. Tuesday. Minus 0.56. Minus 0.56%. So that trade would have gone on to hit full stop loss. So now we are at 3.4%. So we started at 6%, so we've lost 3% so far. Which is just shit, to be fair. But is what it is. Can't cry about spilt milk. $9.50. So it still is within my time to enter, to be fair. It's not 10 yet. But that wouldn't even be my entry, it would be off this candle here. So I want to do that. Yeah. $38, $58. Order 1 to 2. 1 to 3, I mean. So it tagged us in at 9.55. Break a structure to the downside, so minus 0.65. Wednesday, minus 0.65%. So we're at 2.8% so far. And then after this is the last week. I feel like we've done this month pretty fast, to be fair. Maybe because there's not been that many trades. Break a structure with this candle, bullish candle, a bearish. $55, $60, $75. Break a structure to the outside, 0.74. Thursday, minus 0.74%. Okay, so we're at 2%. Started at 6%, now we're at 2%. Oh, it's doing this thing again. Fuck's sake. to keep pausing it every couple candles. So I'm not trying to miss a trade. We're at 740, so we should be at 8 now. Yeah, 840. What's this? 920. So we've got break structure off the highs. Break structure again. See if it can continue on that way. 67, so 87. 87. I would want to just speed it up, but okay, it's broker structure to the downside, 0.59. What day? Friday? Minus 0.59%. So we had a winner at the start of the week, 2 wins back to back, and now we are struggling to even get 1 win. It's crazy. Okay, Monday, 7:45. Okay, we're in London session, break structure to the downside, continuation. That is, it's a little break, but it still is a break. 23.53. No, 43. Yeah, 23, so 43. I haven't missed a trade so far, so doing well. Yay. 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 That trade fucked my shit. Was that news? What's that? 920? Yeah, probably news. Monday, -%. That trade fucked my shit. So we went from 6% to now $48. So we've gained 6% in the first week, and then we've literally lost it throughout the month. But to be fair, on a funded account that's passed, if you was up 6%, you would withdraw it. You would withdraw it. So you would I'd probably be down -6%. Wouldn't have that 6% profit because I would have withdrew it. So bit of a weird one. Didn't break. It didn't break that high yet. 835 is broken to the downside. Go to the downside again. 850. 74.94. Yeah. Okay. And it stops me out, so we're at -$51. Tuesday, -1%. So we went from 6% profit to now -0.50. So this month we've lost 6.5%. So that's a crazy month. Some crazy losing streak right now. But it's good to know these things because if this happened to me after the months I've just back tested, I'd be thinking, what the fuck is going on with my strategy? Like, is my strategy just shit? Like, was I just getting lucky? But things like this will show you. Back testing will kind of show you like the harsh reality of the best of your strategy and the worst of your strategy. And it's like if you understand the best of an outcome and you understand the worst of an outcome, you might not like the worst of the outcome, or you might hope that you don't see the worst of the outcome, but you know the worst, if that makes sense. It's like know the devil you know. It's better to know the devil you know than the devil you don't, type of thing. You know, minus 49 to 0.89%. So yeah, knowing these things like, bro, I can actually lose this many trades back to back and go from 6% profit to 6% down, or go from 6% profit to a minus at the end of the month. I can have such a good start to this. I can have such a good start to the month and then end so bad. Like, okay, is that a thing? Is that a common occurrence? How often will this happen? And then that's when you start to understand, okay, out of the year, this might only happen two, three times, or maybe it happens more than that. And you can kind of prepare. Remember, you don't know what months are going to be your best, you don't know what months are going to be your worst. So you have to just treat every month the same, follow the plans the same. Because before going into June, I didn't know June would be this bad for me. You know, I didn't know it would be this bad. And June might even turn out to be worse than it was when I was trading 8 to 12 using 1 to 2. It could turn out worse. That entry was at 10 a.m., but could have gone at 9:55, so this would just be a stupid loss. To be fair, yeah, another 1%. Because I didn't cancel the limit, but I'll take it on the chin. That's human error, minus 1%. So yeah, like trading this way doesn't necessarily mean me trading a 1 to 2 or 8 to 12 from 8 a.m. to 12 was way better in every aspect. Every strategy is gonna have its pros and cons. There's gonna be a month where 8 to 12 outperforms 8 to 10. There's gonna be a month where trading after trading trading after 10 is gonna outperform trading 8 to 10. All these things are gonna play out. But it's more about finding out what is more consistent, what is working in the long run, you know? So June, I'm minus 2%. I could bring it back. I don't know what trades are ahead of me, but based on the trade so far, it's not looking like I'll bring it back. So I might have a peak losing streak this month than I did trading from 8 to 12. 51, so 71. And that's okay. Because as you can see, my most profitable month, trading 8 to 12 is nowhere near my most profitable month, trading um 8 to 10. So that's another loss. So Friday 26th minus 1%. So I went from 6% up to 3% down. So this one month I've lost 9%, which is crazy, you know, crazy month. Now if I was trading both my accounts at the same time, I'd be down 18% in one month, you know. And understanding that means going into live markets, I know that I can lose 9% in one month. I can fail a challenge in one month. As I've also back tested, the same way I can fail a challenge in one month, I can also pass a challenge in one month. That is very possible. So it's good to be aware. And as I said before, it's good to know your peakest losing streaks your best winning streaks. It's best to know all these things before you take it into the live markets because then you won't have emotion towards the trade. You won't think, oh my God, my strategy is the worst strategy, or I'm gonna quit, or whatever. I need to change my strategy because it's not profitable. You're not gonna think that because you already back tested and understood the risk parameters, you know. Risk only comes with things you don't understand or know how to do. You know, something's not risky, really, if you know what you're doing or you know what you're getting yourself into. You know, then it becomes a calculated risk, which a calculated risk, why is it doing that? Minus minus 0.5%. Why does it keep saying zero? Minus 0.30%. Why does it keep saying that is annoying? To just do that 30 so it just doesn't bug out. So you know this month done way worse than trading from 8 to 12, you know, but gotta take the good with the bad. It's not making me think, oh, I should take all the trades after 10 because no, it's like, okay. When I have a really, really bad month, this is what it looks like. Now, what I want to find out is, can I get a month that's even worse than this? No trades after 10. So I don't think I missed a trade. Is there a trade tomorrow? No. Okay. We'll go to my analytics. View session analytics. 13% win rate with 2 wins and 13 losses. Okay. So P&L minus 3.3% win rate. Win rate. I'll keep clicking win rate. 13.33%. AW average win 2.96%. Average loss minus 0.70%. Total trades. Total trades was 15 wins, 2 loss, 13. So these stats are horrible. This is a very, very, very bad month. You know, 13% win rate. 13% win rate, 15 trades and 13 losses, only 2 wins in the month, which is crazy. Let me calculate these as well. Minus 0.44 minus 1 minus 0.30 minus 1.74% minus 0.49 minus 0.56 minus 1 minus 2.05 minus, oh, didn't even calculate as well. Minus 0.65 minus 0.49 minus 1.4 1.93 minus 1.74 equals 1.26. I should have really done it here, to be honest. Yeah, I should have done it here. 3 minus 1 minus 0.59 minus 1, 0.41. Let me just type minus 1.74% minus 2.05% minus 1.14%, 1.26%, and yeah, carried it out, carried it out, carried it out, carried it out. These were the only days that stayed in green. Red, red, red. And it's crazy because when Monday's profitable, Tuesday's not really profitable. When Thursday's profitable, Friday's not really profitable. It's weird. And when Thursday's not profitable, Friday's not profitable. It's weird here, but as you can see, Monday was profitable, so Tuesday's profitable as well. So yeah, it goes to show that I can have really, really bad months. I can have 2 wins and then lose for the rest of the month, which is crazy. And that was what, 11 loss. Max consecutive losses was 13. I lost 13 trades. I won 2 trades. I've lost 13 in a row. Type I'm gonna write. I don't think I need to write it for all the other trades because the other trades is okay, but 13 I think is the highest consecutive losses I've had so far. So for me to have 13 consecutive losses and have 2 wins and only end the month in minus 3%, even though if you're looking at it from profit to then minus, then yeah, overall I've lost 9%, which is crazy. 9% in a month, which if I'm trading on 2 accounts, that's 18% in a month, which is crazy. But because I did make profit and it was just eating away at my profits, I'd end the month in minus 3%. Across 2 accounts, that'd be 6%. That'd be down. So it is crazy, you know, it is crazy. But to think that I had 2 wins and then 13 losses straight after that without 1 win, end the month in minus 3%. And then in July, if I was to win my first trade or win 2, 3 trades in the first week or even just one, I'd be back at break even for the whole of June. So 13 trades, 13 losses would be erased by one win. And that is a crazy stat to think about, and that's just the power of risk to reward and really understanding when to get out and when to accept a loss. Because there's always another trade, total trades 15, total trades 15. To the consistency around how many trades I catch every month, total trades 13, total trades 11. So, it's always a month. I always have a trade a month with 10 trades plus. So far, total trades 15. So I've had 3 months. 3 months, right? One, two, yeah, 3 months where it's been 15 trades. The losses are always outweighing the wins, which makes sense because of my win rate. But the profits, they're not too bad. This is my least profitable month, 0.6%. my second most, my decent month, 2.5%. So a decent month with 27% win rate could be 2.5%. So that's like an okay, let's say that's like an okay month. This is a bad month, you could say. And then this is my best month, 10%, 4%. That's a very good, that could be a good month. And then June would be a horrible month, with 13 consecutive losses, -3%. So now it's more about, okay, so I have a strategy. This is my win rate. This is how many trades I now catch on average. So 15 trades is my average, but I know every month I'm ending the month with minimum 10 trades. Yeah, let's just say minimum for 10 trades. Let's say I should end the month 10 trades every month. I know out of the 10 trades I'm going to take this month, I need two or three of them to win for me to have a good month. And if the rest lose, but it's not 1%, and I'm able to just cut them at, 0.6%, 0.8, 0.7, and things like that, and end the month with an average loss of 0.75%, we're in 4% profit. Now, I know if out of the 10 trades I take, I win three to four of them, I know we could easily end the month with 10%, So it's a crazy way to think. But when you know your win rate and you're getting to understand your strategy and understand the wins, the losses, the loss streaks, the win streaks, you can approach the month more confident, because you know what's expected. You don't know the expected outcome, but you're not going into the month blind. You're not going into the month thinking, oh, how many times I'm going to win? How many times I'm going to lose? How many times am I going to catch a trade? You can go in there with understanding. You might not get 10 trades. That might be the month you get no trades. That might be the month you get less than 10. But okay, I normally end the month with 10 trades. Okay, I normally end the month with more losses than wins. Okay, so this loss and tomorrow's loss and this loss is not unusual. Okay, I normally lose on Tuesday. That's not abnormal. I normally lose on this day, but I normally win this day. So, and once you have that evidence and you start seeing it play out in live testing, you know, so I'm seeing this play out in back testing. Once I start seeing these results play out in live testing, then I can start changing my risk, and changing my risk will make the strategy 10 times more profitable than what it is right now. If I realize 50 trades from now, Monday consistently is the most profitable, and Tuesday is the second most profitable, then Wednesday, let's say Wednesday is the third most profitable, and then Thursday and Friday, they're the least profitable. That means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I can risk 1% per trade. Thursday, Friday, I risk 0.5% per trade, which then means if they both lose on both accounts, I lose 1% because I'm risking 0.5%. If they do win, I gain 1.5%, great. But if I make sure I'm risking the right percentage on my most profitable days and I'm risking a small amount on my least profitable days, it means the losing days or the days that are the least profitable that aren't doing no good to my strategy, they can win, but they have a very low win rate. That will just improve my upside. That will just improve it because let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are my most profitable days, right? Let's go with this month. 5%, 1.83%, 1.87%. This is me risking 1% here. Now, if I'm risking 0.5% per trade, these losses would be cut in half because I was risking 1%. So these losses would be cut in half. That would now be minus 1.11%, right? 21? No, it wouldn't. It'd be less than that. But let's say it was 20. It would be minus 1.10%, right? So minus 10%, minus 1.10%. That was a 1.60 loss. This would be cut in half, and cutting that in half would be 0.8%. So amongst these two losses, this would be a loss of 1.80 and then 1.10. So it would be a 1.90, 1.90 in total, 1.90 in losses. So minus 1.90. Now if we do the calculations for that, calculator, 5 plus 1.83 plus 1.87 minus 1.10 minus 0.80. That gives us 6.8 PNL. So we'd be up 6.8% because we downsized on Thursday and downsized on Friday, right? Same for here. Friday ended in 0.41%. Monday, Tuesday did bad. Thursday did okay. Now, if we downsized on these amounts, yes, we'd be in more drawdown, of course, because this would be half. This would be 0. Let's say 0.20. Let's just round this to 1.25. 1.25, half of that would be 0.75. So yes, we'd be in way more drawdown if it wasn't for these two. Yeah, that is true. But that's 1 month. Now, if we stretch that across 12 months, if we stretch that across 3 years, if we stretch that across 48 months or, 5 years or whatever, how much would I save myself per year if I was to reduce risk on the least profitable days? So it's not about thinking about, oh, this day's profitable, this day's not profitable. It's about seeing overall across time. Because Monday, Tuesday, they did bad in June. But Monday, Tuesday, they did okay. They did well. Wednesday did well in May. In April, Monday did well. Tuesday did very well. You know, Monday, Tuesday, they did well. Wednesday didn't do so well. Thursday didn't do so. Friday consistently didn't do well. Monday didn't do that well. Tuesday did okay. Wednesday did well. Thursday, Friday didn't do so well. So if I was to just reduce my risk on these profitable days, it'd be crazy. Because look, if I risk half on Thursday and Friday, Monday made 5%, Tuesday made 5.8%. So let's add that together. 5 plus 5.8, 5, 5 plus 5.80 minus 0.47. So let's just say we reduce risk on Thursday and Friday. So 2.60%. Half of 2.60% would be minus 1.30. And then half of 2.5 would be 1.25. So minus 1.25. And that would give me a P&L of 7.78. So even though it would reduce the overall profits of this month, because Thursday actually did well, it's still it's still saving my account from having an extra mad drawdown, you know? Because yes, I made 2.50%, but it also comes with a cost of minus 2.59%. So if I could find a way to minimize the loss and let the winning days shine, it's way better. You might have months where every week or every day at the end of the month performs. Every month performed, every day performed well. Wednesday minus 0.47, not that deep. Friday minus 2.59%, not that bad. Thursday did very well. Tuesday did very well. Monday did very well. But Monday and Tuesday doing very well meant that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday didn't need to do that well. So I could reduce risk on the next 3 days, you know? And obviously, you wouldn't know that Thursday was going to win because it consistently doesn't win, you know? So I wouldn't know, oh, this is going to be the winning trade. You don't know what trade's going to win. But I'd rather reduce risk on the days I'm most likely to lose than risk the same amount on a winning day that I'd do on a losing day or a day that is known to lose and just hope that today's the winning trade. Like, that's not the smartest of plays. So yeah, it would reduce my win or percentage by a 3%, but it also means it reduces my drawdown, you know. So I might have months where I could have performed better if I risked 1% every day, but then I'll definitely have months where me reducing risk on the least profitable days keeps my equity curve very strong, you know. and keeps me a minimal drawdown because that's what you want to do. You want to stay out of drawdown as much as possible. You know, you want to consistently see your trading account and profits constantly, uptrending. You don't want to see a downtrend. You don't want to see none of that type of thing. So yeah, but that's a breakdown of June. We'll do July soon. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, not sure. But yeah, we'll definitely do July eventually. But yeah, consecutive losses. The most losses I've taken so far, 13. But the average loss, as you can see, consistently stays within that ballpark. 0.7, 0.75, 0.73, is it average consistent? 0.77, 0. No, that's not it. 0.77. See, so it stays in that. So it staying in that ballpark means that as long as I get wins, this strategy should stay profitable for a very long time because it's nowhere near in comparison to the wins. You know, the wins are 4 times, nearly 5 times the amount of the losses. So as long as I keep that distance between the average loss and the average win, yeah, we should be good for a very, very long period of time. But yeah, that is June done, and we shall test July at another time, and that'll be the last month we test because it is only the 17th of August. Can't really backtest until the 17th because then it's kind of pointless to kind of wait until the month's done. So we might backtest some months in 2025 and see how it would have done back then. But yeah, so far, so good.